I may or may not have tried absorbing my dog's DNA to try and morph into a dog when I was a kid, but that's another story. On Monday, I'll be meeting the author of Animorphs, even though that is not the series that got me into fantasy. Like many other kids in the 90s, I was obsessed with Animorphs. What a lot of people don't know is that the author of Animorphs, K.A. Applegate, came out with a series called Everworld. When I found out that she was the same author, I had to grab this book as an elementary school. I don't know, when was this book published? I was probably in 4th or 5th grade when I saw this book. I fell in love with it. I was able to read the next 4 books because those are the books that my library was able to get. Unfortunately, by the time they were able to get the 5th book, I was already in middle school and my middle school was not getting the series, and therefore I never had a chance to finish it. This is one of the most important series dear to my heart because this is a series that helped me discover how much I love fantasy and why I love fantasy. Quite literally, this series helped me realize that in the world of fantasy, you can't predict anything. When you think you know where something is going, a new creature's introduced, a new world is happening, a new parallel universe. It doesn't matter where you think it's gonna go. Everything can change in a second. I read these exact words in 4th grade, and when I finished this specific paragraph, I remember putting the book down and just sitting in awe of the world that is fantasy. We were falling 400 feet, the height of a 40-story building. Like jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge, which people did when they didn't expect to survive. I was gonna hit that water and die, except that I was still falling. And so was Christopher, who was closest to hitting. We were all still falling, but slowly, way too slowly. The air felt normal. It wasn't whipping past. I remember thinking that they were falling in reverse gravity, whereas they should have been speeding up as they fell off, jumped off of this cliff. They were slowing down as they got closer to the water. Something so simple, but for a 4th and 5th grader, I mean, this series honestly opened up so many doors, and I wanted to read more of these crazy universes, these crazy creatures hopping in and out of dreams. Now, I own the series because of how important it is to me and my journey of reading and my love of fantasy now as an adult. However, I still haven't actually finished the entire series. So much like before, as a perfect, fantastic procrastinator, my goal is to try and finish all of these books, which they're great. They're children's chapter books. They shouldn't be an issue, even though I'm out of town working and I currently have 3 days before I have to go meet her with like 2 hours each day to hopefully, I'm gonna try and finish the series. But yeah, if you didn't know, K.A. Applegate, Catherine Applegate as she is known now, wrote a 12-book series called Everworld. Highly recommend that you check it out, especially if you're an Animorphs fan. It's right up that alley.